Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube.
Hey guys, it's your pontiff, and here I am on YouTube doing another paid review. This is paid review 20 SE42, and this here is for Nino. Nino, quick wristwatch check, and we're in the paddock 5127. I'm thinking about changing it as I'm doing this vid. I want to have a swapsy. I'll take it off and I'll put on my JJ LeCoultre, my Reverso Grand Date, just to have something different for this review. You know, give me a different yin and a yang. Okay guys, let's jump in here. Let's have a look. Hi Arch, how's it going? How's it going, big boy? I just want to start off by saying that I've been a fan of the channel for at least 10 years now, and I love watching your videos. They are very informative and keep me in check before buying a new timepiece. My name is Nino, I'm 41 years old and have been in the US Navy for 17 years now. We thank you for your service, yes indeed. Please refer to me just my first name. Some of the viewers are very nasty and their comments were uncalled for the last time I received a paid review from you about 5 years ago. Anyhow, I bought my first luxury timepiece at retail brand new in 2011. It was an Omega Seamaster Diver 300 meter coaxial 41mm. I know the watch is not exactly your cup of tea, but I want to keep it nonetheless, due to being a huge fan of the James Bond movies and its sentimental value. My second timepiece is a black Rolex Submariner date 116610 LN, which I bought brand new at my local authorized dealer at retail back in 2015. I have to tell you that at the time I had the choice between the black sub and the Hulk. Both in my hand at retail. I chose the black sub. I'm just surprised at how the Hulk prices are at least at the 20,000 range now. I just felt that the green is not versatile and would be difficult to wear on some outfits. Yeah, look, you can't begrudge that. You chose the Submariner. Just be thankful you didn't choose a Cartier or something silly. Rolex sub date, black, iconic. Hey, can't go too wrong with that. My third piece is an Omega Seamaster Professional Man on the Moon Halcyon glass on a steel bracelet with the huge box. I bought it brand new at the Omega boutique in Dubai back in 2017. I also bought the official Omega clasp and the leather that comes with it at the boutique so that I can swap the leather with the steel bracelet whenever I want, to make the speedy professional act as my dress watch. It's not exactly a Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso, but it'll work for now. Attached is a photo of my 3-piece collection. I gotta say, this is a beautiful collection there. Please, when you're sending photos, make them a bit smaller, because this guy has sent a massive file, and my 386 that I use to process these has a bit of trouble with it. But yeah, that's a nice, look at that, nice 3-piece combo meal deal. That's a beautiful collection. You can't be unhappy with that at all there. I love all my watches and would never dream of selling or flipping them. I would just pass them on to my niece, nephew, or future kids for prosperity. I originally wore the Submariner at the beach, got some scratches on the clasp and bracelet and the side of the watch, but I think it just builds character to the watch. My first question for the pontiff is this: what do you think of my small collection? And second is, what should I get next when I reach my 20-year mark in the Navy in 3 years' time? Very, very good questions indeed there. We'll come back to that. He goes on, I'm thinking of a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Tribute Duo face for my next watch. I'm also thinking of a Rolex GMT Master 2, the Batgirl, or the Pepsi, which I am both on the waiting list for at the local Rolex AD if I ever get lucky. I know the probability is slim to none, but I also added my name to the waiting list for the Rolex Daytona Panda 116500. I just love the contrast of the white dial with the black ceramic bezel on the Panda, despite already having the Speedmaster Man on the Viking Moon chronograph. I have a small wrist, but for sure I want to add a Reverso, a GMT, and hopefully a Patek annual calendar 5146 someday for my collection, in order to have all the icons in horology. It's a struggle for us normal folk to collect, but that is what makes this hobby fun and fulfilling. Thank you, Paul, for the time and reading my lengthy email. I'm looking forward to seeing the video. I leave myself in your guidance and capable hands. Cheers, man. P.S. Sent you $50 via PayPal for a collection review. Thanks again, and keep up the good work. Sincerely, Nino. So, Nino, thank you so much, man. That is really nice of you. I got to tell you, for a guy who you know, who's in the Navy, and you've really sacrificed a lot, I think this is a beautiful collection. Rolex Submariner date. I know what you mean. The Hulk. Look, don't look at it. I've looked at. I could have bought Nautilus for less. I buy everything secondhand. You know, it's you can't look at these things like that. You've got to be. You've got three beautiful watches: the Submariner, the Speedy, and you've also got the Omega Seamaster. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm seeing a nice little collection here. Okay, 2 plus 2. Okay, so what I mean is, what I like about this collection. Okay, so you've asked me. Your first question is, what do I think of the small collection? I kind of like to have, when I like to balance these things up. Wouldn't it be so cool? 2 Rolex, 2 Omega. Wouldn't that be so cool? Now, I gotta tell you, you've got the Seamaster, which is an iconic diver. You've got the Speedmaster. Seamaster and a Speedmaster, beautiful. You've got the most iconic Rolex, the Submariner with date. That is the one. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a GMT Rolex in there? Now, I'm thinking, if you're on a, depending on how the money goes, Tudor is owned by Rolex. There we go. Look at that. It's one of the carpet beetle moths. Got him. Squashed him. Tudor is owned by Rolex. So you could possibly, what do you think of this? You could very nicely have a Tudor Pepsi GMT, the Rolex Submariner, and the 2 Omegas. That'd be a fantastic collection. I gotta tell you, I think many people get the wrong idea in collecting. They want to go out, and you see all these Instagram people, they all got huge collections, and they got all this stuff, and you just think, wowzers, where did they get all the money for this stuff? And the reality is, they're not the true enthusiast. The true enthusiast is someone who goes slowly and adds. And I gotta say, with my collection, I'm just a poor man from a poor family. I got a few Pateks. Yeah, I have. Okay, I've put my life into those watches there. That is basically everything I own, and I've just built it slowly. I traded out a Rolex to get into this. Now, I gotta tell you, looking at your collection there, it looks beautiful. They're beautiful collections. You're a man who loves your watches. So, I gotta say, well done. I think it's a beautiful collection. I like 2 plus 2. 2 Omega, 2 Rolex. Tudor is kind of Rolex, okay? So that's possibly what I would do there. The second question is, what should I get next when I reach the 20-year mark in the Navy in 3 years' time? Look, I gotta be honest with you, a ArchieLuxury, they're a great watch. Look, it depends on your financial situation there, but I would seriously say I'd love you to have some sort of ceramic GMT. Doesn't matter, black, Batman, Pepsi, or a root beer. I think it's up to you. Rolexes, I gotta be completely honest with you, Nino. Rolexes are damn expensive. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a Tudor Pepsi GMT. I think that's a very nice watch. I really respect the fact that you build it slowly and just add a little bit at a time. There's nothing. You've got an amazing collection. It's like the guy who has 20 Ferraris as opposed to the one enthusiast who's just got one, and it may not be the coolest Ferrari model, but it's his Ferrari and he loves it. He loves the brand. You know, that's someone who's a genuine enthusiast collector. And man, that's a lot of money. You got a lot of money tied up there. That's a lot of money for a guy to have in watches there. So I personally would, if you can, I would add a GMT. I think 2 plus 2 is a cool, very cool way to go there. Look, the ArchieLuxury is a great watch. I don't know if you need a dress watch anymore. Any watch now, any analog watch with the minute and hour hand is a dress watch. So these are beautiful. I don't know if you really need the Reverso. I would say if you got one of those, I'd probably go and talk to the AD and say, look, I just want to tell you, this is who I am. I'm buying this watch for 20 years in the military. You might get them to sell it to you. If you're a nice, honest guy, you go and tell them that, look, your story. They may really respect that. And look, if I was an AD, I'd get you one. But I'm not an AD. I gotta tell you, man, a Reverso, a GMT, and a Patek, the annual calendar, 5146. That's an amazing watch. I've got the 5035, which is a hell of a lot cheaper. It's slightly smaller, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And I understand exactly where you're coming from. So I gotta say, I think your collection is beautiful. It's a beautiful collection. It's a really cool story, and I'm proud of you. And I really thank you for your service. That's very cool. It's very, very, very cool indeed. So, well done. The thing I love most is you just build slowly. That's the collections that I respect most. It's not someone who's got all the cool stuff. You know, they're not real enthusiasts. They're just, you know, that's just. I love your collection. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And, sir, you should be damn proud of that collection. For any man now to have one Rolex, especially a Steel Sports, is a damn achievement. And those Omegas aren't to be scoffed at. Those are beautiful Omegas. So I got to tell you, well done. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope you let us know what you get. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, put some comments. What do you think Nino should get? Guys, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need these paid reviews to keep me on YouTube. Without these paid reviews, I wouldn't survive. Please get a paid review done. Details down below in the description of this video. $50 paid review. I'll tell you what I think of your collection. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you guys think of that. Cut. Cut, Archie. Great vid. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.
Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Patek's came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.